sir. Welcome to my channel. I'm really glad that you're here today. First of all, I'm going to introduce myself in case you don't know anything
Mhm.
about me. So, my name is Pooja Rathod. I live in Delhi. I am a certified trainer, TEFL certified trainer, and IELTS certified trainer. I have been teaching spoken English for about 2 years at various online platforms. Apart from that, I also have a YouTube channel. I recently continued working there and I upload these days I'm uploading conversational videos there. So that's why I approached you for having a conversation. I checked out your channel. I found the videos were very engaging and interactive. So I really liked the idea. That's why I thought that I should connect with you. Thank you so much for accepting my
Oh,
request.
thank you. Yeah, my pleasure. Okay, so starting with my introduction now, as it is my turn. So my name is Ashutosh Trivedi, and I hail from Kanpur, Uttar Pradesh. I have completed my master's degree, that is Masters of Arts in English Literature in 2024. Apart from this, as you know, I have a YouTube channel too, and it's been around 4 years. I have been on YouTube and making a lot of conversations, trying to help people who want to learn spoken English. But nowadays, I am doing sessions with the trainers, but not putting a lot of videos, I would say, learners or other YouTubers. So it's been a long time since just I did not have conversation with anyone, but I'm just thankful to you that you asked me to do it. So here I am. So yeah, that's all about me, and I'm also trying to put the variety of content on my YouTube channel to get more and more views and people, or I want to reach out to more and more people through my content.
I liked your accent. It's kind of like little bit of American. So do you listen to
Oh,
a lot
thank
of
you.
American content or do you watch movies?
Yeah, I started my journey by listening to international speakers like Steve Harvey, Ellen DeGeneres, or I have been into Jay Shetty or Ranveer, Sadhguru, Priyanka Chopra, many more personalities like that. And nowadays, I have some friends from there as well. So if I talk to them, I get some impact or influence.
Okay, that's amazing. Uh, but I can't speak in that kind of accent. I have very normal Indian accent. Although I can understand, because there are a little bit of difference in the sound of P and T when it comes to American accent. So it's
And
really
I
nice that
think
you have.
accent is not at all required. It's completely okay to have your own accent. And even though I didn't put a lot of, I would say, efforts for it, but by listening to the international content, I have been into international stuff a lot. And just I got some community from all over the world, the global community, people from US, UK, Australia, Canada. So by listening to that, I got the just mixed kind of accent. It is not completely, you can say, American, Indian,
Yes.
or any particular
So
country. So mixed of that.
do you also switch your accent depending on the context and depending on the people you're talking to? So, for example, some people
It
might struggle
does.
to understand the American accent. So, do you make it a little simpler for them, like talk to them in like Indian accent, which is like very easy to understand, right?
Sure, if they are not able to understand when I speak in a flow or just speaking in a way I'm doing right now, then I try to make it a bit easier for them. I speak a bit slowly or try to put like Indianism a bit there. So if audience is completely beginner or my students, even though nowadays I go for offline class, so if they are not able to understand, then I just say those things in Hindi as well for them. But just most of the time I avoid speaking Hindi there because my goal is to speak 100% English. If they are not able to understand the way I'm speaking right now, I will try to make it simpler, as you said. So that's how it works. Yeah, but most of them are able to understand. They get the essence actually. Maybe they are not able to catch me 100%, but at least they get the essence what I'm talking about.
The good thing is that you speak very slow and clear. So that's why it's very easy for the listener to understand what you're saying, you know? So
Thank you.
I find many advanced speakers speaking in a very fast manner. So I might miss some words. Or for a beginner, it's too difficult to understand. But although you are advanced speaker, but you speak very slow and clear. So that's really nice.
Yeah, what I feel being a trainer, it is the first policy you must follow that you should speak in a speed that people can understand you very well. Because the goal of we people is to make others understand, right? So that's why I don't want to
Exactly.
speak that fast that people are missing everything, whatever I'm saying, right?
All right. Okay, sir. So are you teaching at any offline institute these days?
I am not teaching there, just I go there to have some offline exposure once in a week only, to get the touch with the students, to get to learn the mechanism of offline classes, because I have been into online stuff for quite a while. It's been 4 5 years, but I don't have any experience of offline classes. So recently I started going there at least once in a week to see like how it works and what kind of activities we can conduct for offline students. And even though I'm able to learn there, because online it's quite easier, and I would say I conduct one-on-one sessions for students, so I don't have to put a lot of activities or efforts for them. But when you go to offline, you it is a completely different setting, like 40 students are there, and you have to understand that how you are going to engage everyone in their activity, because if one is speaking 39 hours sitting, right, so you have to do something so everyone can be engaged at the same time. So that's what I'm learning. Otherwise, I do everything online.
Because I have always trained students online. So as you said, it's easy. On in one-on-one class, we can, customize the lessons according to the student's need.
Hmm.
Student is always, participative and engaging in the class. But when it comes to taking a class of 40 students, it's very challenging for the teacher to make them
Hmm.
interactive and make the class engaging for the students. So that's why I think
Exactly.
it will be helpful for you taking the exposure of offline batches. Because
Yeah,
I'm a homemaker and I don't have time for taking the offline batches, so I always take online classes. I think because it's easier. It's you can work from home and you can just
it's
take
convenient, or you
classes.
don't have
Yeah,
to commute, you don't have to go anywhere. Like only if you
right.
have 1 hour, you can just conduct online classes. But if you want to go for offline class for 1 hour, at least you need to have 1.5 or 2 hours. You have to
Right.
commute a bit, right? Or maybe you have to be prepared also. For offline classes, I think you need more just preparation. But off online, just I was getting ready at 4:55 and I'm here at 5, right? No time in that. But if I have to go to offline class, I have to get ready at 4:30, because I have to reach there at 5. That's how it works.
Yeah, I get it. So as I was exploring your channel, I found that you are trying your hands at vlogging also, little bit.
Yes,
So is
recently
it
I
your new
started
interest?
working on solo content creation. And as I said, that I'm trying to put variety over there. So I want to reach out to every kind of learner of English, because some people are into conversation, but some people are into English vlogging, and some people like watching the solo content and the tips and tricks. So I'm trying everything possible. Let's see like what works for me.
I think blogging is a really nice idea because it's actually very interesting. The audience
Hmm.
find it's very interesting and they are hooked to your video. Unless the one where
Mm,
we are teaching and the student is listening, so they can't grasp few words there. But if you're just vlogging and putting it out there, students will their subconscious mind will automatically grasp it without even trying
right,
hard. I think blogging is a really nice
right.
idea. Some YouTubers are doing it. I think Sunita ma'am, if you know about her, she's also
Yeah.
trying. Hmm.
I know very well. She has also put some videos, and she live in a very good environment, I would say, because she
Chamoli,
comes from
yes,
Uttarakhand.
Uttarakhand.
That's a
Yeah.
beautiful place.
Okay, so I'll ask one more question. I think we have some time. So, how did you like discover your passion in teaching? Was it your first option, or was it like
Not
your
at all,
alternative option?
actually. When I was at school, I didn't even think about becoming a teacher. I used to say to my friends that I would be ready to choose any profession apart from becoming a teacher. That was my mindset, because I used to see teachers in my school that a lot of students, they would make fun of them, even though I was one of them, like who used to make fun of teachers or like have some nickname. I used to call by nickname to the teachers, not in the front, behind. But I used to feel that they have to give interview every single day. And sometimes I would say students are really adamant, or they want to check your knowledge, even though you are a trainer, but their intention is to just make you feel down. Okay, so
Yes.
that I felt that I don't want to be a teacher in my life. but I was commerce student and I wanted to see myself into banking sector or maybe CA. I tried for chartered accountancy course, but due to COVID-19 and financial crisis, I was back to my hometown. And then I left my those courses and subjects. I didn't find a lot of interest to go forward. And then I started working on a spoken English. And then I thought like I like talking to people, right? So why can't I just guide people or communicate? Because one on one is more like having conversation with your students, right? It's not more like a typical teaching that come on the just board or come with the topic, present indefinite tense today, and they are just like that.
Exactly.
So then I felt like it's very easy or convenient or satisfying for me. So that's how I
Mhm.
continued. And I didn't have any intention to start as well. But few of my friends at that time, I would say, they requested me that Ashutosh sir, I would love to learn from you. My first students they were from Canada. So, but they were not Canadians. They were Indians living
Indians live in
abroad,
Canada.
and they wanted to
Yeah.
get PR. They wanted to get PR, permanent residence in Canada.
Yes.
So they requested me to start my journey as a trainer. I said like I don't have any experience of that, but they said don't worry, I'll manage with you. That's how I started as a trainer, and then it continued. I felt like, oh, by sitting on chair I can earn money. I don't have to go anywhere, because this was the concept before COVID-19 that you have to go to big cities like Delhi, Mumbai, Bangalore. Otherwise, it's very difficult for you to get money, right? But when I started doing it by sitting in my house, I felt really happy and I thought of continuing it.
So currently you're working at like YouTube is your major source of income, or do you have some side job also?
Actually, the primary income is to conduct online one-on-one sessions for my students, which I get from online sites like Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. So I conduct sessions for them. And YouTube, I do not consider the source of income. It's okay. If you get it, fine. If you don't get it, then it's also okay. Because you can't be dependent on YouTube all the time.
Yes, yes. So you're
It
taking
does not
online
depend,
sessions.
it does not matter how many subscribers you have. It matters like how many views do you get nowadays.
And how many serious students you have who are passionate to learn consistently? Otherwise, people come watch
Yes,
and leave. They just watch few videos and then they leave the channel. They switch to some
that's
other channels,
absolutely right, man. Because anybody cannot watch
all the
English learning
videos.
videos for whole life, right? It is only for
Right.
3 months, 4 months. They have the
Yes.
passion for a certain period of time. Even though if I talk about myself, like when I started learning English, I was so passionate listening to English content. But now, right? I followed more than 100 YouTube channels those days. Still, I subscribe them. I'm their subscriber, but one of their sleeping subscribers, right? So the
Yeah, yeah,
same thing just many people are doing with my channel, right? Many people
yeah.
are there who know me, who have been following me for very long, but it does not mean that they are my active followers or they watch me all the time. They used to watch me maybe 2 years ago, 3 years ago, but now they are feeling bored watching the same content. So it happens. We become bored from some personality as well. Like if I watch maybe Jay Shetty now, after 6 months I'll look for Tom Bayou. After 6 months, maybe I look for Steve Harvey, and then I look genres. So all the time, taste or changes. So we change
Yes,
personality
absolutely.
accordingly.
I agree with that. YouTube can be your passion. You should continue working there too, but your major source of income could be like teaching at an institute or having your own students taking their classes, you know. So that's what I'm looking for. So I prefer
But
taking the
YouTube is
passions.
something which can make you self-independent. If you are
Yeah.
getting more people right now, I don't know
It's
how
like
many
having your
subscribers
own
you have.
business. It's like having your own
Exactly.
small
Like you are
business.
self-employed. You are
Yeah.
not dependent on YouTube income, but if you get more subscribers, you can get sponsorships, you can get some advertisements, right? They'll pay
Yeah.
for you, advertisers, and just you can get students as well. Like at least if you suppose if you have 50,000 people, you can convince at least 50 people, right?
Yeah.
To conduct
Easily. 50
classes
to
for them,
100.
or if you're good in,
Yeah. Can take
yeah.
classes. So we can
It's
start
more
taking
like
group
having
batches.
community.
You will have financial
Yes.
security and you don't have to live in a
Hmm.
fear that you will be fired from any company because, you know, no matter how talented or skilled you are, if you're working at an institute or a company, you always have that fear, you know, I might lose the job. So
Right,
YouTube,
exactly.
YouTube brings you financial stability in that manner. Last question for you. Could you please share your journey for learning English? Like, what methods did you follow? What strategy did you follow? And Did internet played some role in it? Like in my journey, YouTube played a major role. So what about you? What helped you the most?
Uh, well, exactly, I can say it was a wonderful journey. I started in COVID-19. And of course, I can say I learned only due to internet. Otherwise, it's boring journey that you have to read books, you have to read newspapers if you don't have internet. But I started my journey by using all these platforms. I have explored multiple platforms, not only YouTube. Of course, I started following people like English with Lucy, English with Benisha,
Yes.
Lingu
Yes,
Marina,
yes. I
Bob the
follow the same.
Canadian. So
Hmm.
I just followed all these international teachers in the beginning, and then I downloaded applications like Buddy Talk. At the time, it was Buddy Talk, Hello Talk, Hello,
Yes.
or I tried
Yes.
multiple platforms, Clubhouse, HiLocal, and Tandem nowadays, or Peer Up. Many platforms, many speaking just platforms. I just went through and I did conversation practice there. And I used to be the part of more than 50 WhatsApp groups also, because in COVID-19 there were a lot of WhatsApp groups were running for spoken English
Yeah.
practice,
Group
and
discussions
I
and
just
meetings were going on in
yeah,
all
so I
those groups.
utilized them very well. So that's how it helped me. And whatever people were telling me, I did all those practices. Mirror technique. I used to speak in the front of mirror. I started speaking in the front of camera. Okay. I used to do self talk whenever I used to go for a walk or cycling and all those things. I used to do self talk. And then I started doing conversation with people on Skype. I've got a very good person in my life, Jose Mohansa, and he motivated me a lot to start my YouTube channel or to have this journey. So that's how all these activities, whatever the tongue twisters practice, I can't even remember what I did. I tried everything possible, whatever person can say. Shadowing practice, every single practice I did, even though nowadays also I do it, read and record. So that's how I learned. And I used to do practice for 2 hours, 4 hours, 6 hours, 8 hours, and 10 hours a day as well. There was a day in my journey when I practiced 10 hours in 24 hours. Speaking practice only. If I count like reading, writing as well, it would be more than 12 hours or 14 hours as well. So I was really crazy and passionate enough to learn this language. And fortunately, I have had a lot of leisure time due to COVID-19, and I was not interested in COVID affairs. Most of the people were dying, and it was pathetic at that time. So I thought
Yeah.
of diverting my mind and focusing on something else. And so I found communication something which can play a vital role in my career if I'll just if I'll be I can say survive if I survive, because most of the people were thinking that they wouldn't be able to live forever. So people were thinking like that, but I worked on it and I've got benefits of that.
Okay, that's good to know. So what's your like future goal? Will you keep working as a trainer, as a YouTuber, or do you have some other plans? I would like to know about it.
No, I want to surround my career with all these things only, like communication skills. And maybe there can be the various ways. The first is content creator, second is online trainer, third maybe can be offline trainer, or maybe I can train in corporates also if I get opportunity. But it will go around the communication skills
Communication,
where I'll
yeah.
be improving myself.
Because you have
Yes.
worked so
At the
hard to
same time, I
improve.
will be helping
Yeah.
others. Mhm.
I think you will do a great job because you have really worked
Oh,
hard
thank
for
you.
it and you have, achieved a good level of fluency as well as communication. You have become so articulate. You put out your thoughts very clearly, you know, so you can do a really great
Many
job.
thanks to you.
Thank you so much for your valuable time, sir. And do you have any questions for me before we wrap up?
So, like, how long it has been for you? You have been a trainer, and how's your experience as a trainer so far?
I have been working for about 2 years at an online platform, and recently I thought that I should continue uploading videos also because for a few years I left. I didn't upload any video. Okay, I created my channel 3 years
Okay.
back, but for around
Okay.
2 3 years there was no single video uploaded there. So now I'm continuing uploading a video there, and I'm mostly uploading conversational videos. And talking about my experience at like in teaching sector, I think it's really wonderful when I interact with the students, when I'm able to help them, guide them, and they also really find me as a good teacher. They also appreciate me. So I think teaching is a fulfilling journey. If you have passion for it, it's definitely very fulfilling. So that's my
Yeah,
experience.
exactly. It depends. Like if you like teaching and training, I didn't like as a
Mm.
student, but now it became my passion, and I feel really happy whenever people say that, yeah, I'm able to learn from your videos, and I like you the way you speak. So that gives me a lot of satisfaction. Money, I can say that of course money plays a vital role in your life, but more than money, if you're enjoying your passion or profession, that is very important.
Yes.
I see many people, they come back from office, they are just feeling miserable, even though they get 2
Mhm.
lakhs, 3 lakhs per month, but at the end of the day, they feel frustrated, and they just,
Exactly.
they don't like whatever they did throughout the day. So I feel like at least I don't have that frustration or anxiety while I work or while I engage with my students like that.
I think for me also, money is not as important as job satisfaction is. So in this particular field, I find there is a lot of job satisfaction because we are directly interacting with the students, you know, and
Yes.
it really feels amazing when they
And
appreciate
even though
us.
sitting at home, also we don't feel alone. That's what I
No, we
see
don't.
nowadays. Many people are working from home, right? So they don't
Yeah.
have any exposure to interact with people a lot, and somewhat they are
They have desk
secluded.
jobs, or
So
maybe they
they
are
feel
engineers,
really,
or yeah, they are doing coding
yeah.
and all.
But
But
for us,
our
we
job is
have to
very
interact. We
interesting.
feel like many people are there. Even though I'm sitting alone in my room, but we feel like we are always together.
Mm. I
Mhm.
can't even tell you how many new people I have interacted with only through my English teaching journey. I'm so glad. I would never be able to
Mhm.
connect with them. I know people from Canada, from US, from Australia only because of this teaching journey. So that's
English.
really
Mhm.
yeah, that's really
Yeah,
amazing.
sure.
So shall we wrap up now? I think it's really
Exactly.
great to interact with you, and I would love to connect with you soon whenever you are available. Let me know, and your insights are really very helpful for the viewers as well. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank
Uh,
you. Oh,
have
my
a nice
pleasure.
day. Bye, sir.